I know I've said this at least 10 times on the channel now. I've probably done like half a dozen videos, but Calvin and Miranda do not need to get together. I know it seems like the script and the story might be leaning towards that happening in the future, whether it be on the day he's supposed to marry Laura, he gets remarried to Miranda instead. I don't know. The setup just seems like it's there because if they, this reboot has recycled storylines from the original series before. And keep in mind, at the wedding of Calvin and Miranda, guess what? CJ and Janine got remarried. Turns out she was pregnant. Doesn't it seem like, Miranda might wind up pregnant somewhere down the line due to the fact that her and Calvin had sex that night he was drunk? I don't think it was protected, just throwing it out there. And I feel like I said this in the last week or so. Personally, I think that Calvin and Miranda, from what we've seen, these two work together better as co-parents than they did when they were actually married. Let me say that again. I think these two work together as co-parents than they did when they were actually married. Granted, most of the friction that comes between these two has to do with Miranda's jealousy of Laura, or sometimes when, it seems like Miranda wants to do things due to Calvin, your life is moving forward and mine's not. I thought she made a very good point as to why she wanted to go to Texas for that new job promotion. Because on the one hand, she's trying to keep Calvin's son away from him. It's like, you could look at it from that perspective if you want to, but it isn't as bad as The Best Man, the final chapters, when Robin, I believe that's the name, Robin, she was trying to take the daughter to a different continent as opposed to a different state. And that would have kept Harper away from his child. But when it comes to Miranda, it makes sense. This is a great opportunity. More money. I won't have to worry about, as much child support from you. Not to mention, on top of that, you have a new life that's about to start right here. And I need a fresh start myself. And, Miranda just seems to always make her presence known. It's like she seems to forget sometimes Calvin is engaged. Yes. You are going to be somewhat of a sister to Laura in the sense of she's going to be an additional co-parent to Christian and Calvin Jr. But at the same time, you have to respect their space, like constantly barging into the loft unannounced ain't cool. And Calvin's cheating ways, they're still there. He slept with Miranda. He was about to have sex with Victoria, the realtor, until his dad came over to the loft. These two have no business getting back together, and I stand on that. That's just my opinion. And as I said in my recent Laura video, instead of trying to hook up with somebody else or get married, Calvin needs to work on himself because, like he told Laura, he's trying to keep, his son happy and Miranda. Why Miranda? He still feels a sense of guilt and obligation to his son because of the failed marriage. So it's like you're trying to compensate for something that is no longer a thing. Yeah, maintaining a peaceful co-parenting relationship with your baby mama, or ex-wife in this case, is important for the development of your child. But at the same time, you could also neglect your present fiance, future wife, by trying to maintain another woman's happiness. That's what I think, based on Calvin's logic anyway. So let me know your thoughts. I don't think he should end up with Laura, and I don't think he should end up with Miranda either.